What if the next big thing in the seed industry isn't new? It's just new to you. Here's what I know. The very best ideas don't happen in isolation. They happen when we share, when we learn, and when we walk alongside one another. So today, I'm swapping out my conference shoes for something with a little more tread. Lace up. Let's go take a walk. So we are here in Istanbul for World Seed Congress, and this is this perfect venue for the whole concept of collaboration and connection. This is East meets West. It is a good learning opportunity for all of us who need to be collaborating more.
Definitely. I couldn't see a better conference and a better place to have a conference where we discuss collaboration and diversity. Globally, there's solutions, there's diverse solutions. And in order to provide and serve the diversity that agriculture requires and needs, we should get out of our communities and of that regional and connect with the global so we can bring more diversity into our regions.
There are certain crops that are successful in one region and have no reason not to be successful in another region, agronomically, geographically, weather related. Can you give me a couple of examples?
The answer could be long, but on the short term, because we can go into treats, into genetics, but just an example, organic production, seed organic production. Europe is well versed in seed organic production, something that US is requiring more, but for some or other reason, they are not able to.
Haven't really adopted it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It has to be with the adoption, with the cultural part. And in Europe, they've been doing it good. So I've seen that US comes and other parts of the world start coming more to Europe to learn, not only as a supplier, but to learn as well.
Okay, what about going across the other direction, across the water?
I can give you examples like cereals for forage. There are a lot of investment in breeding, mainly triticale. It's a big crop and is becoming bigger every year, gaining a lot of market share and expression, and providing a lot of solutions, being them as cover crop, as a full crop. It's great, and it's a well-known crop in Europe, but not with the expression or the market share that has in the US.
Right. Okay. So what would it take in order for those crops or others that just haven't had much uptake in specific regions to become successful in those regions?
Well, I don't have the formula of the success, but I can definitely say that starts with collaboration, creating good partnerships, sharing knowledge, definitely creating trust, and working as well in regulatory, being market regulations or chemical regulations, all of that, but starts with collaboration, definitely.
Okay, well, let's talk further about collaboration. So collaboration with farmers, first and foremost.
That's the most important collaboration you can have, and it's our biggest and most important partner is the farmer. That's where we start, to listen to them, to understand what they need, what can add value to them. Because if we had value to a farmer, we had value to the whole value chain and to the whole community, right? Being business, being agencies, being the consumer at the end of the day.
Right. So, but then it also requires a bit of a mindset shift in terms of collaboration between partners and across regions.
We need to change the narrative of what the seed industry is and what can do. Let's start with that. And then when the mindset needs to change for the collaboration. I think that the mindset change stops when the differences that make us unique globally will start changing. I think to keep the differences, the mindset needs to change to a certain degree. But
so with Legacy AgriPartners, you are building partnerships globally. What lessons have you learned from that? Or maybe even what recommendations could you give to other companies that are trying to do the same?
The lessons I learned, definitely listen a lot. Then engage the stakeholders in the conversation. Again, the farmers, the consumers, the business, but the seed industry as a whole. Um, then share your knowledge. Don't be afraid to share your knowledge, and for last, to build trust, right? Risk it. You at some point you have to risk. You have to invest in risking, and
Be
well,
brave.
yes, be brave.